I'm out here in the F-250 and I just filled up at the local Shell station. It's usually where I buy my gas at. And what I noticed when I went out to did the Mojave Trail a few weeks ago, before I left, I installed a jet chip and I installed a jet throttle body spacer, and I changed my filters, a fuel filter, air filters, maxed out my tires, 30 psi. And I wanted to keep track of my mileage and see what my mileage was like with the jet chip installed and everything tuned and ready to go. What I didn't realize was my odometer's off, or my speedometer's off about 10 miles an hour because of the bigger tires. When I geared it down, I geared it to 488. I should have geared it down to maybe like 538. So anyway, so my odometer was off. By the time I got out to Needles, my odometer said 153 miles. And that's where I filled up again, and I calculated my mileage, and it was only like 6 miles a gallon, so something wasn't right. So later on, when I got home, I recalculated my mileage using a mileage calculator on the internet. And actual mileage on I-40, Interstate 40, is 183 miles. It's 183 miles. That's I-40. That's from the Shell station at Hesperia Main Street to the Shell station on I-40 at Needles. I think it's on Broadway Street. Broadway, off-ramp, whatever. So, going to do a new test today. I plotted out a loop, a 24-mile loop. I just filled up the truck right here at the Shell station. I'm going to go do the 24-mile loop, come back and fill it up again, and we'll see exactly what the mileage is with the jet chip installed and the throttle body. And then I'm going to do it again maybe tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes me to do this loop. And because we got city traffic right now, I'm going to be doing some city, some highway driving, stop and go driving, but we'll see. We'll get an average mileage there, and we'll see what it's like without the chip. I got the chip installed right, so I can just unplug it and we'll try it again. But gotta go. Okay, Root Dog here. It is Friday. Friday. Back to mileage test. I did 34 miles yesterday on this truck, okay? I filled it up, topped off the gas tanks, did a 34-mile loop. Actually, it's like 34.5 miles, approximately. Filled it back up, 3 gallons, so figured about 10 miles a gallon. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the Jet Performance module off, and it'll go back to its original factory settings, so the book says, and we'll see how it does mileage-wise. Alright, there you go. Came out real nice and easy. Now I'm going to go put this in a safe place in the garage. Hey, okay, it's later in the day. I'm back home. I did my little loop, 34-mile loop, and the results are, I had the chip installed. It was already installed, ready to roll. I topped off the gas tank, went for a ride, 34.5 miles, came back, filled it back up. I used approximately 3 gallons. So that gave me 11.5 miles per gallon. Okay. This morning I got up, removed the jet chip, so all the engine settings should go back to the factory computer settings, and went for another loop around the town here. Another 34.5 miles. Filled it back up. Took 4 gallons to fill it back up. I only got 8.62 miles per gallon with the factory computer settings, the factory chip settings. So you can bet I'm going to put the chip back installed. So you can bet I'm going to put the chip back in. I'm going to do that right now. That's quite a big difference there. That's a 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 3 miles per gallon more. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, final thoughts on the Jet Performance module. Actually, I was pretty impressed by the mileage gains. Power-wise, I felt a little difference in the pickup there, but it's not a rocket, you know. Maybe after I change the gears, I'd probably notice a whole lot more. But other than that, it gets a 2 thumbs up, you know. It worked out pretty good. I wasn't expecting that big difference in mileage gains. Actually, you would figure since the performance was up slightly, you would think that it would use more fuel. According to one of the magazines I was reading on performance chips, their theory in the magazine, well, they proved it in the magazine, that your mileage will improve because along with better performance and more power, your truck is now going to move along easier, so the engine's going to have to not work as hard. It's going to be pushing your truck along a little easier with more power. And a noticeable difference from 8.62 miles, I'll post this after I'm done here, up to 11 miles a gallon. Pretty darn good. So that's staying on there. And hopefully I'll get to add some headers on there sometime in the future, or change the gears. That's kind of up in the air right now. So that's about it for right now. We'll talk to you later.